Hey guys!
This is Cindy.
And this is Daniel.
And today we are going to be talking about a topic that we both are very familiar with, and that's eczema.
Yes, eczema, and some of the different ways that you can handle it without corticosteroids. So if you clicked on this video, I'm pretty sure it's either because you're dealing with eczema or you know somebody who has eczema. But what is eczema?
Eczema is a skin condition that can cause dry, itchy, scaly patches on your skin. And nobody really knows what exact cause of eczema, but there seem to be so many factors that can cause flare-ups.
Some of these factors can be dust, pet dander, pollen, cold, dry air, and some other factors such as stress, diet, and genetics. Eczema is an autoimmune disorder, and there's currently no cure. So in 2011, I was diagnosed with eczema. My skin on my hands and on my elbows and then under my nose was really dry and itchy, and it would become scabbed. My dermatologist prescribed me with the corticosteroid creams that help get rid of the eczema and keep the flare-ups from coming back.
Normally you're supposed to use those creams for a week or 2 weeks, long enough to get rid of the flare-ups. And I guess by that time he didn't realize, and I didn't either, that using those steroids on his skin for so long, it can have like a really bad consequence. So I remember that we went to Peru to visit my family, and we went to the dermatologist, and we told the dermatologist that he had been applying those creams for quite long. So he said like he should stop immediately, because what happened is like he could be like dependency on the cream, plus his skin was going to be really thin and delicate. Of course, other negative consequences.
So as soon as I stopped taking the corticosteroid creams, the eczema on my hands and my elbows and even on one of my ankles where I'd been applying the cream, it just came back in full force. And I was miserable. It was just really embarrassing dealing with the eczema, and people were asking me about what was wrong with my hands and my skin, and it was always itchy and just bothering me all the time.
Yeah, and I felt so bad for him because he could scratch his skin non-stop the whole day. Even that I knew that he didn't want it, but it was like he couldn't control it. So that's why I tried to find some remedies that he can apply in his skin that doesn't include any kind of steroids. And that's the reason for this video.
So we're going to show you some of the different ways that you can manage your eczema with topical remedies that don't include any steroids. So let's get right to it.
Okay, let's start with coconut oil. Just make sure you get cold pressed and unrefined coconut oil. What you have to consider when you get it is the coconut oil melts at red temperature, and some people might not like the smell, and of course it will make your hands very oily when you first apply. Also, coconut oil might be a little bit expensive, especially if you want to get a big jar like us. Some of the benefits of using coconut oil are that it's antibacterial, it moisturizes and softens the skin, and doesn't contain the chemical found in other skincare products. Now, apple cider vinegar. Just make sure to get organic, unfiltered, and with the mother. Some of the benefits about apple cider vinegar is that it helps to balance the pH of your skin. Also, it's a good way to detox, reduce inflammation and itchy sensation from eczema, among many other great benefits. Wait! Don't apply apple cider vinegar straight to your skin, honey. In a bowl or cup, you need to add 2 parts of water and 1 part of apple cider vinegar to dilute the vinegar before applying to your skin. Now, it can be dabbed on the skin and left to dry before applying coconut oil or any other kind of moisturizer that you have. Or it can be placed in a larger container and you can soak your hands. A few things to consider are that apple cider vinegar has a strong vinegar smell. It burns when eczema flares up are really bad, and large slimy culture forms if you don't use it often.
That's just the mother of the vinegar. For more information, you can click the link in the description below. Another one of the remedies that we've used is calcium bentonite clay. There's some kinds that you can consume. The ones that we use, you just put on your skin. We've also discovered that calcium bentonite clay is actually recommended to be used with apple cider vinegar because it helps balance out the pH in the mixture closer to that of your skin. As you can see, I'm using a plastic bowl and a spoon. You don't want to use a metal spoon or a bowl because it'll react with the bentonite clay, causing it to activate before it reaches your skin and become less effective for its purpose. Some of the benefits of using calcium bentonite clay are that it helps reduce itchiness of the skin, it's dense in mineral content, and it draws the toxins and impurities out from the skin. Some things to consider: a little messy to prepare and apply, as you can see here. It clings to the arm and leg hair, so it might be a little bit painful to remove if you keep it on for too long. I would recommend keeping it on for no longer than 5 to 10 minutes before washing it off. Also, once you finish using it, it might leave your skin a little bit red at first, but this will go away, and it's minor compared to the many benefits of using bentonite clay. My wife has started selling natural skincare products through Limelight by Alcone after a friend introduced us to 2 products from the line that actually can help combat eczema. They're the 40 Cure Cream and 1 Drop Wonder. 40 Cure Cream comes from the tamanu seed oil, or the seeds of the 40 Cure tree, as it's known to have many different healing benefits. 40 Cure Cream moisturizes the skin. It has a pretty good smell, contains lavender, sweet orange, and Egyptian rose, and lavender is also known to be a de-stressor. It's anti-inflammatory, antibacterial, and it's not as oily as most other creams. Just apply to your skin, and within a week, you'll see a huge difference in the quality of your skin. One Drop Wonder is an oil extracted from a single source, the pomifera fruit, much better known as the hedge apple or Osage orange. The fruit itself had little to no purpose besides the trees being planted to help contain livestock, until it was discovered just how powerful of a skin healing serum exists within the seeds of this fruit. One Drop Wonder heals eczema scab skin very quickly, healing the damaged skin and maintaining the moisture within the skin. The cap also contains a dropper with a button on the cap, so it's a little bit easier to apply to the skin. It'll be a little bit extra coin for these products, but their ability to repair and heal the skin is well worth the investment. You can find both products at the links below in the video description. The final remedy that we have to show you is Aveeno's Eczema Therapy Moisturizer. It keeps the skin moist, it reduces the itchiness caused by eczema, it's easily portable, and comes in many different sizes. There's some travel size, and your standard countertop pump bottle. And the biggest plus is that it does not contain corticosteroids. A few things to consider about this cream is that it's a little bit oily and contains more added ingredients than the other remedies we presented earlier. Also, Aveeno products may not be cruelty-free, which means that they were tested on animals. This is something we didn't discover until later on after doing some research, but there is a cruelty-free alternative that we found, and we included it in the video description below.
One thing to keep in mind is, if you're trying all of these remedies out, you want to try to stick with each remedy for at least a few days to a week, just to see if you get any results. Every person is different, so some of these remedies might work for you or might not. And again, even though there is no cure for eczema, if you keep your skin well moisturized and avoid things that might cause flare-ups, your condition might be easy to manage.
That's all we got in a nutshell. Just a few different ways that you can maintain your eczema using topical remedies. So like, subscribe, and comment below, and give us some examples of how you treat your eczema with home remedies. That's all for now. Bye.
Bye.